A quarterback debate, Andrew Luck versus Russell Wilson. Now, this was suggested by one of my subscribers, TGTV Tank Mode, so shout out to him. So, a little introduction about how we're going to do this today. So, there will be a system here. Most categories, 1 wins, pretty obvious there, and it's a system more so to compare players more than an overall player. I definitely looked at it as more so as compare contrast versus judging the players individually like I usually do. So categories of judgment here. So I got statistics. As you guys know, I'm not a big fan of statistics. Eye test, you know how much I love that. Wins and losses, athleticism / physique, technique, personality / leadership. I had to include leadership / personality because I think personality plays a huge role in sports, and also it's basically a call sign that you absolutely need leadership to play the quarterback position, and also balance as one of the last categories there. So the grading system is you either win, lose, or tie. If a tie happens, both quarterbacks get a point. If you get a win, it's basically get a point. If you lose, you get 0. You get nothing. So let's start this off. So if you look at the statistics here, Andrew Luck definitely does throw for more touchdown passes than Russell Wilson, but he throws for 23 more interceptions, and yet he only throws 5 more touchdowns than Russell Wilson. So it definitely hurts there. And when you look at the rating, obviously Russell Wilson win right there. If you look at yardage, Russell Wilson's only 900 yards away, and he also had less attempts. And if you look at completion percentage, Russell Wilson's better. But it does not stop there, people, because wait, there's more. If you look at their yards per game, obviously Andrew Luck gets a little bit better, though, because he gets sacked about 156 times. Russell Wilson gets sacked 205 times, and he's a mobile quarterback and all of that. And the sack yards there is about 1,275 yardage, which is pretty big. Obviously, that's not a statistic that a lot of people look at. But if you also look at the playoffs and all of that, Russell Wilson throws for 20 touchdowns versus 11 interceptions, while Andrew Luck, 9 touchdowns and 12 interceptions, need to work there. And also, Russell Wilson has played more games than them. And I think that's an extremely important category right there. So, obviously, I think Wilson gets round 1 there. And, yeah, Andrew, you suck. So, obviously, if you go on, let's move on to the eye test. Now, how I did this was, I'm not saying that, I'm just pointing at what the quarterback's better at. So, ideally, Andrew Luck has a strong arm, but so does Russell Wilson. I just think Andrew Luck has a stronger arm. Or you look at Russell Wilson, he has a fantastic deep ball. I'm not saying Andrew Luck has a bad deep ball. I'm just saying Russell Wilson's better. So this is some of the things that they could do. I think Andrew Luck can make every throw of the ball. He throws in tight windows. The receiver does not have to adjust a lot. Throws downfield, laser and lob passer, and succeeds in play action and has good footwork. While Russell Wilson, obviously fantastic deep ball, throws down the middle very confidently, leads receivers downfield, throws on the run. He has two-way mobility, meaning that he can scramble for rush yardage or he could just scramble just to make a play. He makes plays when he blitzes, and he has really good chemistry with his receivers. I also definitely do see a clutch gene there. Now, when it also comes to the eye test-wise, I think Andrew Luck is an underrated scrambler. He handles pass rush really well for a guy that doesn't really have that good of an O-line. Moves well in the pocket, and he's comfortable in the pocket. But one thing about Russell Wilson is he improvises very, very well. I think of that play in Minnesota. I think of that play in the Carolina. If you look at the 2015-2016 playoff run by him, he made a lot of improvising plays. And that's definitely what Russell Wilson does extremely, extremely well. But I have to give Andrew Luck this one because I look at the eye test, I'm much more impressed with what Andrew Luck can do. And it's not only that, Andrew Luck can do a lot of things that Wilson can do too. Now, he might not do it at the same level, but I think Andrew Luck was more complete there, and you really can't spell Wilson without Son. So when you look at wins and losses right here, I think most people are looking at this, they're going to say Wilson's going to win this one because he has more wins, he has less losses, and he has a better playoff record. But there's one thing I definitely look at. Luck does not have a very good team around him. The Colts are heavily relying on Luck. Well, Wilson has a super stacked team. I mean, let's be honest here. Who would you rather have, the Legion of Boom and Marshawn Lynch, or the Colts run defense, who some say is the worst defense in the NFL, or Trent Richardson? I know that's not a picture of him on the Colts, but that's Trent Richardson in a nutshell, so that's all I get. But I wouldn't say Andrew Luck gets a clear win there. Neither does Russell Wilson. I was willing to give him a tie there. Now, when it comes to athleticism and physique, and this one personally shocked me a lot. Now, Andrew Luck, obviously 6'4", 234 pounds, and 40-yard dash is a 4.67. He's a good athlete, but Russell Wilson, 5'11", kind of hurts him a little bit. His weight's pretty good for his height, and then his 40-yard dash is better at 4.55 seconds. But as you get down, Andrew Luck has a better vertical jump than Russell Wilson. 20-yard shuttle, Russell Wilson does get the better of him there. Three-cone drill, gets the better of him. He also has a better broad jump than Russell Wilson. Now, yes, Russell Wilson is a two-sport athlete. If you haven't heard already, he was drafted by the Texas Rangers and actually participated in Texas Rangers spring training at one point. So it's very, very interesting. But I have to say, this one goes to Andrew Luck right here because I just look at them. He's the full package right there of an athlete. Yes, Russell Wilson is a two-sport athlete, but that 5'11" height hurts him. And the fact is, Andrew Luck, is not too far away from being a good runner from being Russell Wilson. Like Andrew Luck has some good mobility right there. Now, when it comes to technique, I kind of shortened this one. So they both have very good technique. They both could use work on the releases a little bit, but Andrew Luck has quality footwork, and Russell Wilson throws on the run well. Not saying either have that. I think Andrew Luck has better footwork in the pocket, while Russell Wilson can basically has better technique when rolling out to the pocket. And that was pretty simple there. So I had to give him the tie there. But Luck still has a 4-3 lead over Russell Wilson, so it's definitely going to play an interesting role here. Now, when it comes to personality and leadership, now when I look at Andrew Luck, he has a strong work ethic there. Actually, both of them had a strong work ethic. I had to conclude both of them. I couldn't exactly decide which other ones they had. Andrew Luck's also a vocal leader. There's examples of him calling his being honest to his teammates, saying that this was a mediocre play. He talks to the entire team. He adjusts quickly. I definitely see a lot of improvement there, partially because he's very intelligent. I also see a lot of toughness in him. Not saying Russell Wilson ain't tough. I just think Andrew Luck's tougher. Now, Russell Wilson, honestly, he's led to his team to 2 Super Bowls and has won 1 Super Bowl after he divorced. And I definitely think that's very good character there because during the season, he went for the divorce while playing quarterback, and that's extremely difficult to do. I think he's calm, he's very positive, he's humble, and I think being married kind of helps a little bit because it shows that he's been married twice before, and I think he's willing to show commitment. I just think that he's willing to take on a lot of responsibility. I think that's just something very important just to include there as being a quarterback. I think you need to be committed to be a quarterback. Now, another thing about it is Andrew Luck commands the locker room, and Andrew Luck's a very relatable person. They say he's very down to earth. He can talk to anyone and all that. And I think Russell Wilson's very relatable. But at the same time, though, Russell Wilson has some issues and some rumors with him. I know a couple teammates have called him out. Partially, they're saying the reason why Golden Tate left and Percy Harvin left was partially because of something. They had some altercations with Russell Wilson. Not saying Russell Wilson started, but teammates had some problems here and there. And also some coaches from Wisconsin didn't really like him, and also there's some teammates that called him out. I think maybe at Wisconsin or North Carolina, whichever college he was at the time. But that hurts Russell Wilson, but not enough for me to still give him a tie because I think Russell Wilson is a very good personality. And on a general standpoint, I look at Russell Wilson, I definitely see a clear personality trait there, and I definitely do like Russell Wilson a lot as a guy. He's a swell person. Now, when it comes to balance, Andrew Luck is a very versatile athlete and player. He can play multiple offenses, and it's just so important there. Well, Wilson has lopsided skills. I feel like he favors mobility in the deep ball more so than the traditional passer. That's why I think he's a specialist quarterback. When I look at Russell Wilson, he relies on a run game. When I look at Andrew Luck, the Colts rely on him. Now, I had to give Luck the category there, and thus Luck is the winner today. I think Andrew Luck is better than Russell Wilson. But that does not take me away from Russell Wilson as being a top 10 quarterback. He's absolutely, of course, a top 10 quarterback. He's had a very successful career. I did make a video on why he's overrated. A lot of people thought before this that, obviously he's going to pick Andrew Luck. But I do use the term overrated loosely. I mean, I definitely think overrated. The definition is giving more credit than is deserved, and I think he gets a little bit too much credit right there. But I think he's still a good quarterback and all of that, and he's definitely has faced some obstacles right there and has had a very successful career. So guys, hey, thanks for watching here. Any other suggestions? Comment if you agree or disagree. We can have a civil debate. You can call me ugly and start trash talking me. I mean, we can pause. The sky's the limit, people. Just go have fun in the comment section, okay? So, hey guys, thanks for watching. And please rate, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos similar to this one. See ya, guys.